Greetings, Internet. That's right. Hello. We are here
The
for
entire
the entire
internet.
internet, because of course the entire internet is watching.
Yeah, of course.
You know, positive mental attitude and all that. So we are here for a special edition of Insight Check, a rare public edition of Insight Check, as we celebrate this week, at the time of publishing, not at the time of this week.
This week,
our 4th anniversary of Bardic Quest. Dun, 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 hooray, yay, the crowd goes wild.
fireworks.
We are doing a State of the Quest edition of Insight Check this week to talk what has been before, what is currently in the pipeline, and what may yet be to come, as we try and get ourselves geared up for the launch of Campaign 2, which we will get to later, I am sure. And with me, of course, is assistant producer Ernina Kaski. We've got our producer hats on today. Rare for an Insight Check, but we're in full producer mode today. But before we kind of get into the really exciting stuff, which is announcements and shit, which is a technical term, by the way, I kind of wanted to take a look back, you know, because it has kind of dawned on me quite recently how significant an amount of time 4 years actually is.
Oh, it's both makes me happy and also like, where did it go?
I know.
I really remember starting.
Mm-hmm.
Like so fresh, so recent.
I know. But I like 3 years for a campaign, an actual play campaign, I think is quite long. I know Critical Role obviously kind of run on a similar sort of time scale. But I think most actual plays run a lot shorter on campaigns.
Yeah, they do.
And I think that's partly why it's like, where's the time gone? Because you know, a 3-year commitment to a story is quite significant. Like that is like feature film length of time commitment from kind of writing.
I mean, that's a trilogy.
Well, I mean, these days probably yes, because the churn films out like it's nothing. But you know, back in the day, from pre-production all the way through to like premiere, it could easily be 3 years of a filmmaker's life. So, you know, how many feature films can one person squeeze into a career? And likewise, how many actual play campaigns can we do? But yeah, I mean, it feels like quite a long period of time that has gone by in the blink of an eye. But I kind of like,
and weirdly, I only just this year realised, because I keep forgetting every year, we must have. Is it when it came out, or when we
so first
actually
episode
played?
was. I'm hoping I'm going to get my dates right, because somebody's going to correct me if I don't.
Yeah.
It'll look very bad. I'm pretty sure it was the 29th of September was our first episode published.
Because, as you know, September is my birthday month. And I've just realised, like, oh yeah, every year it's been near my birthday.
Yeah.
I'm really bad with dates, if anyone wonders. I'm very, very bad with dates.
I'm not much better, to be honest. I'll be honest.
But yes.
I mean, luckily my birthday is easy to remember. 6th day of the 6th month, because otherwise I might forget it. You know?
I could raise you. Mine's even easier to remember. The 6th of the 9th. Pause for laughter.
Oh,
Everyone remembers my birthday. Everyone remembers my birthday.
I see.
Because they go, and then they go, oh yeah, it's your birthday.
I don't know if is that going to work in the States, though? The joke probably doesn't. Does it land?
Well, it does.
I suppose if you
say it
like
how
right
I
way.
say it.
Yeah.
If you say it day, month, yes. If you say it the other way around, turn it upside down. There you go.
Obviously, I suppose there is a yeah. Anyway, yeah, I kind of wanted to kind of get your take, a little bit of navel gazing from us, perhaps, on. If you're not interested in this, you can skip to the exciting stuff. That's fine. But for those that are, yeah, a little bit of navel gazing, of like, because I think of where we were when we started, and we were recording on Zoom, and it was very crude setup, and things have improved, but we still have a ways to go, of course. And for me, like, and I think I've said this publicly before, but I've definitely said it to you, is like campaign 1 was kind of like a test to see if, because obviously, being frank, you think of like Critical Role, you think of Dimension 20, and they are very much lightning in a bottle, particularly Critical Role. Dimension 20 a little less so, but both very highly produced shows with names that people recognize, and even then recognized when they first started, that kind of came together. And also, particularly for Critical Role, they had Geek and Sundry behind them, and Felicia Day and Will Wheaton being involved in Geek and Sundry and all that. So some, a real draw, as it were. And so for me, like, campaign 1 was a test to see if, hey, is it feasible and sustainable for non-known actors to go for it and tell these stories, and could it be a new medium beyond just Critical Role and later Dimension 20, that can be sustainable for people like us, Anina, actors, performers, or was it just kind of like luck for Critical Role and that for it to happen that way? And I was kind of like quite determined that by the end of campaign 1 we would at least get to where we did get to, which is that 1,000 subscriber on YouTube. Can we monetize so that this can become a vehicle for us to explore creative ideas, whilst also because it's no secret, as actors, we thrive on telling stories to an audience. That is yes, our purpose in life, if you will, our vocation. And could this be a way for us to be able to do that in a sustainable way? So I'm very delighted that we did hit that target, because that for me was the proof I was looking for, that this could be something more than just another actual play that just sits on YouTube and doesn't go anywhere. And don't get me wrong, we're still a very humble operation. We have a long way to go before it's necessarily fully sustainable. And we could do with all the support that we can get.
Yes.
But we are at the point now where we can produce content, and that content can generate revenue in order to pump back into the project, in order to keep it going and keep it alive. Because otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do this forever. Like, eventually, it would get to a point where it's like, it's all time and no real return, in that regard, because none of us are getting paid to do this at this point.
And unfortunately, we don't have rich patrons like Renaissance painters,
right?
Not
right.
Patreon. Like, unfortunately,
I do think of it kind of that way, that kind of. I mean, obviously, it's Patreon and calling patrons and stuff, but it's not lost on me that kind of like, we get supported by our very generous patrons and YouTube members, to continue to tell these stories.
Yes.
And very, very grateful.
Very, very grateful.
Very grateful. But yeah, so I guess I kind of wanted to get your take on on things, kind of how things
Mm-hmm.
are going for you, kind of what your hopes and dreams were, whether or not we're kind of on track for those things, I suppose.
I see. I was on a couple of shorter
Mm-hmm.
actual play shows. I was on a couple of Twitch sort of live
Sure.
shows that then are uploaded afterwards, but had a live audience before joining Bardic Quest. And I mean, ever since that first one I joined, and I remember being so nervous because, again, I joined that group not knowing anyone,
Mm-hmm.
and also to someone who had a pre-existing community. So I was like, better not fuck up
Right.
live. Um, um, and that was at the height of 2020.
Mm-hmm.
And fell in love with it. I knew I would,
Yeah.
because I just knew I would. And I wanted to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So when you got in contact, I was like, yes, exactly what I was looking for. And I really soon after we started, I was like, there's something special here. And I do honestly believe that, because I wouldn't still be here. I wouldn't have taken on producer stuff. I would have eventually been like, it's been fun,
Right.
sayonara.
Mm-hmm.
If I go to do something else. It was group dynamics, it was the kind of stories. There was something there. That's something special. And I think it's the quality of the story, it's the quality of the drama.
Mm-hmm.
And I have a lot of fun doing it. But once I realized, I was like, yes, there's something here. It wasn't a episode, but it was a handful of episodes in. I'm like, there's something here. Mm-hmm. Definitely. And that's been proven right. In the beginning, it was slower, but now when we started getting fans started commenting on the things, that I was like, that was a really good episode. I think that bit was really good. And then you see that in the comments, and I was like, yes, it's resonating. It is there. I'm seeing the same thing. Well, the thing I'm seeing, other people are seeing as well. Because when you're doing a show, you're like, it's there. But at least for me, a part of me is like, but is that just you wishing it was there rather than it being there?
Mm-hmm.
But that was confirmed that it's there.
Yeah.
And we're monetized. That's way more than proof.
Right.
And what because one of my other many jobs is I work for a board game company demonstrating board games, and I was in UK Games Expo in Birmingham. One of our fans came to my table, whereas working for a different company, and just
I heard this story?
Hi,
Have I heard
I have told you. I have told you.
Oh,
Unless
I might be
you
thinking
were...
of the thing that you were recently at. That might be why I was getting my
crossed.
Yeah.
And they came over and just so sincerely went, "You're my favorite show. I love it. I love your show. It's so nice to meet you." And I was like, you have made my day. Because that's what we want. We want to connect with people. And we love doing the show, but at least for me, from the cast side, they're mainly comments. I see a username, I see the comments. You do start to get to know people based on how they comment, but to actually meet someone in the flesh, when I'm not being Saga in any way, like I did not have my war paint on, I was being me, and I was in a far more, I wasn't even performing per se. I was talking about board games. And that again, that happened, earlier this year. And I was like, yeah, I was right. It's there.
Mm-hmm.
And it is. I think it's the quality of our story. And that's our strength, I think, as a group.
Yeah.
Is we build the story together.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're very good at going, okay, right now we're going to concentrate on, say, this person's backstory, and everyone supports it, and then we move on to this, and then, dramatically, let's move this way. And I love that. I mean, if you don't love that as a performer, what are you doing? Go get an office job. Go get an office job.
Right, yeah.
Find another vocation.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously we're doing that plus rolling dice and playing a game at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it happened very quickly for me. And yeah, was right. And I can't I just want us to get bigger just so we can spend more time doing the show, do different shows, add new things in, add new cast members in.
Yeah.
Just yeah, and everyone is involved. Obviously, people get the odd jobs, but they go and they come back. That's really important to me as well, because if this became like choose this or your career, it's like, so I mean, the fact that can do both. So I do really feel successful in a way.
Yeah,
I think it is a successful show.
Well, I mean, I've said to you, in one of our meetings in the past,
Yes, we have meetings.
We have meetings. We are a very, very small player in a very big. Oh, hello. I've just had a pop-up. A little dinosaur has just popped up on the screen saying that Simon Jelly has pledged his Patreon membership this month. So thank you, Simon Jelly, for sticking with us.
Thank you, Simon.
That'll be on the recording
very
as well.
active.
So shout out to Simon Jelly.
Hello, Simon. One of our very active fans.
Yeah. So, we are a very, very small player in a very big, very active new medium, which has some real Goliaths involved, and not just Critical Role and Dimension 20. There are many others that are huge, and we're very, very, very tiny. But I'm grateful that we've had a slow growth, because it has meant that we've managed to build up this really nice kind of core audience, such as Simon Jelly, and others. But yeah, this really nice core community, because I think I was with you, in that kind of sense of like, when some of our great audience started regularly commenting, I think that was the moment for me where I went, okay, I'd never really, because I've done a few podcasts that are non-fictional podcasts.
Yes.
Which went for a very, very long time.
Yeah.
And didn't get much engagement. We got listeners. The stats were all there, but everybody was like loitering. Listening but not commenting. No reviews, no nothing. It was really hard to get any engagement.
Wow.
We were doing giveaways and all sorts to try and encourage, and nothing would come. So the fact that we were, only an episode or two in before we really started to get comments from complete and utter strangers that had found the show really was humbling for me, but also was like, in the same way, like, we might have something here. Whether or not it's something big, I don't know, but it's something. And I think I had never been so confident that we could get to the point where we are now, where we're, fully monetized with YouTube and things like that. And I that milestone is an important one, because I don't want it to sound like we're going, yeah, we can make money now, because it's not so much that. It is the fact that now there is opportunity for growth.
Yes.
We're getting past that point of inertia now, where it's like, okay, we'd already put 3 years in, like, before we were even close to monetization. So it's like we put 3 years of effort in to try and get this thing off the ground, and now we've hit that point. Now every video that we create can make, albeit, the odd pound here and there, but it can generate income which we can then put back into the show to create, invest to make better setups, improve the quality of the show, improve the frequency of things that we can put out. So I think it was Walt Disney said, we make movies so we can make more movies. And that's very much how I feel about Bardic Quest, is we tell these stories so that we can tell more stories. Because that is what we as a cast, as actors, live for. And again, as I was saying, if we didn't get to that point, there'd be a point where, probably about now, where we'd have to go, do we have another campaign in us?
I think it would have happened sooner, actually.
Do you think so?
I think if 3 years is a long time. The amount of projects I've been in before the year mark, honestly, because if people don't feel like it's going somewhere, even if it's going slowly, but to feel like it's going somewhere, a year is a long time to give to something.
Yeah.
So I think everyone felt it was heading that way. Because people don't put in the effort, and like, I would go and do tours and be like, I can't wait to come back.
Right.
And I would have been in more, but I was literally on the ocean.
Right.
Well, not the ocean, the sea. I was at sea, and the not enough internet pillars in the Baltic Sea.
Right, yeah, well, indeed.
But yeah, it's that I always wanted to come back. Because invested in this. I absolutely adore Saga. Like, probably to do you need to talk to someone about how into this you are. But to be that committed and to a character, it's that. And also because in a way that you don't get in other mediums, it's how the fans engage with her as well. It's that. It's getting comments when it was just you and me on one of those solo episodes. The comments on that, and again, like, comments directly to what you've portrayed as an actor.
Yeah.
And going, you as an actor, you want to do a thing and people to feel. It's all about making people feel something.
100%.
And that was it was right there in the comments. It's that. It's the same thrill you get when you're on a stage and you can feel people's, if they're in trance or not. You can feel it. And it was that
exchange of to use a wanky term, that exchange of energy, but you do, there is and I think if those of you watching have not experienced that, being on stage, and that communion you have with an audience, it is a phenomenal thing, and it is in many ways what gets performers addicted to the performance. Because
I was just about to say, it's the best drug in the world, and some people see it as spiritual as well, and I'm like, I get it, because there's a connection.
I mean that that feeling when you're doing a very, very intense scene and you can hear a pin drop, but not only can you hear a pin drop, but you can hear every single gasp of every single audience member or every creak in the chair. As somebody shifts their body weight, and that intensity is extreme.
And I think the difference is, even if you're not playing yourself, you are using yourself.
Right.
You are, you know, the words can be untrue, fiction, whatever, but you are showing something of your soul.
Yeah. And I think that's especially true in actual play.
Oh yeah, it's so true, because you come up with what you're going to say on the spot. And I think I was just did a podcast interview about Bardic Quest on a podcast that is called Fail or Fortune, and it's about TTRPG. What's your best moments? What were your biggest failures? Talking about that, and what we were talking about was exactly that. And sometimes the point I made, how it's different from classical acting, is that there's so many moments where what I'm emoting in season 1 of Saga is the real emotion, but it's really, I can't find the real words, and it's awkward and it's unpolished and it's weird word choice, but you get what the feeling is. I think in a way that's more powerful because it's more real. Like and I'm a writer. I would never write that so clunkily into a script. I wouldn't. You just don't. You get several drafts in and it'll just flow.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't work in another medium. It wouldn't work. But in actual play, it does, because you're actually bringing something really human and real by people not being super eloquent all the time. Like, I remember doing it and going, why didn't I think of that until now? You've seen so many times me do it. Sometimes I'm incredibly eloquent or witty, and then other moments I'm like, but as everyone has seen, but there's something still very real and very human about that failure to actually communicate, because the emotions there.
Right.
And sometimes it's because the scene is so intense, so you get muddled up.
Yeah, well, I think it's the same as which is going to make sense when I say this, of course. It is like the difference between a TV chat show interview and a podcast interview. The reason I fell in love with podcasts as a medium 10, 15 years ago was because, and I found this hosting my own podcast, the conversations that you have when you're interviewing somebody in a 15-minute segment that is highly produced isn't real.
No,
it's all about
polished.
It's transactional. It's all about promoting this, that, and the other. You take that same person, you put them in a comfy armchair with a cup of tea and a microphone, and you just chat to them for an hour whilst you hit record. That conversation is going to be so much more honest, so much more real. And the other thing, and this is why I really fell in love with podcasts as a medium, was you can't bullshit an audience for an hour and a half in casual conversation. It just doesn't work. You have to be real. You can do it for a polished 10 minutes. But an hour to an hour and a half is just not going to be that highly produced conversation. And the same is true for actual plays. In that it is, you do a TV show, or you do a radio drama or anything like that that's scripted, and or even if it's like short sketches which are improvised, it's going to be it's going to have a little bit more of a polished feeling because it's a short story, right? Or it's a scripted story, one or the other. With actual plays, because you don't have any real kind of time limit in which to tell the story, you have the time that the story needs. And because it's not scripted, it's all based off of what everybody's doing, and it's that collaborative thing. In that same way, and we've even seen it. Like, you come to the table with a character concept, and you're like, I know exactly who this character is and what I want them to feel like. You have the polished version in your head, and then you bring them to the table, and then that falls apart pretty quickly, and they kind of morph into that kind of pseudo part yourself, part this character, and they kind of meet in the middle, and then that story gets told at a natural pace.
We literally spoke about that on what?
Yeah.
Couple of inside checks ago.
Yeah.
Or session 0, I can't remember. But yeah, very recently we had that because that's so true. And that is a far more nuanced character. So actually, you are performing better because you are more nuanced, because it's like, this is what this person wants to be, and they're like 60% there, and everything else is them attempting to stay there, and then they reel too much, or they fail. Because what I love about actual plays is the fact that failure is actually a good thing.
Yes.
Failure is a good thing. It's more interesting. It's the best stories are when you fail. And as a hardcore perfectionist, absolutely, like that's another podcast where I talk about that aspect of myself outside of therapy sessions. But it's sometimes really thrilling to fail. It's really thrilling to fail, and because there's constantly the risk of failure, or when you succeed, when the odds were absolutely against you.
Are you referring
We've
to
had
anything
that
in particular?
maybe I am. I'm sorry, that was the coolest thing she's ever done. Don't take it away from me.
For reference to those that don't know what we're talking about, Anina has on every insight check so far and I think session 0.
No. What? Oh, on session 0 and one of them.
Of the recent ones, I think there was 2 insight checks you mentioned this on recently.
No, it was the session 0 and one of the insight
all right,
checks.
maybe I'm exaggerating a little.
You are. Okay, 2. Very recently, yes, and also because James would not stop ragging me about it in session 0. Right. So,
but it has been mentioned on multiple occasions over the last month. Saga's slaying of a dragon with a crossbow bolt, as it was how far away, Anina?
I don't remember.
Oh,
but
I
remember.
It was a fair distance. It was flying away,
and
disadvantage. And you were attacking with
disadvantage.
And Anina is very proud of that, as she should be, because she completely ballsed up all of my plans.
Yes. And I'm sorry, how much do the rest of the guys, especially James, give me shit for my dice rolls?
I mean, yes. You are right to be proud of that moment, though, Anina. For what it's worth, you are right to be proud of that.
Because sometimes I'm playing Saga, and I'm like, I cannot be like. Sometimes I'm like, I can't. Do I have to flip the character that she's pretending to be someone else? Because
my sword is not swording.
It's like, oh, what? You've been sword fighting for 10 years? You can't find your own face, apparently. You know what I mean? So it's so I'm very proud of that, and I refuse to feel shame about it.
You should not feel shame about it, as much as I am ribbing you for mentioning it again.
I know you're guilty because it did ruin your prep. You're very salty.
Yeah, I'm a little bit salty. I'm a little bit salty as well, as I mentioned in previous episodes. Because it's notoriously difficult for a baddie to escape a battle in D&D 5e, and I thought I had achieved it. I was like,
Yeah.
ain't nobody getting me now. Ha ha! He's away. But alas, Anina Kasky had other ideas. And
I didn't think I'd get that. I did not.
Neither did I.
I did not think.
Imagine my distaste when I heard the numbers.
That's how you know we do not fudge our dice rolls.
I was like,
the look of quiet fury on your face. That's when you know.
That's where I'm going. Okay. Now I have to rethink this entire chapter.
Yeah.
Okay. That was pretty much what went through my head in that moment.
Yeah.
So yeah, it has been quite a wild ride, I would say, these last 4 years. Of course, the last 6 months we've been kind of in a bit of a dark season, if you will, to borrow a theatre term, where we've been quietly recording campaign 2.
We have been recording, so it doesn't feel dark to us cast members, but
it must feel very quiet to those that have been used to a weekly release every week for 3 years.
I imagine it's that moment when you're sitting in a theatre and you can like hear stuff happening behind the curtain. You know what I mean?
I'm hoping it feels that way.
And here, yeah.
I have a feeling it feels more like being in the cinema, where they've just got the logo of the cinema on the screen and the trailers haven't.
Why must you stomp on my lovely metaphors?
It was a great metaphor, though.
Make it sound cooler than it is.
Oh right, yes, no, yeah. So
this is why I'm assistant producer. That's
right. That's right. Just
bit of razzmatazz. Okay, bit of razzmatazz.
I can do razzmatazz. I just don't know if anybody wants to see me do razzmatazz. There's far too many jazz hands, and
everyone loves a jazz hand. Everyone loves a jazz hand. Am I not admit it? Everyone loves some razzmatazz. I've worked as a professional magician. Trust me.
Everyone loves
razzmatazz. Yeah. Even the guys in the audience that are like this, even they love it. They love it.
Yeah, you're looking them in the eyes and you're like, I know you.
Yeah, and because you see their posture change. They go from this to, and I lean in and it's like, ha ha ha!
I've got you.
Yeah, that's when you know.
So obviously we could talk about our experience as producers of an actual play all evening. However, that is not just what we are here to do today.
No.
We are here also to talk about what we have been doing recently and what is coming up. So, of course, it is no secret that Campaign 2 is on its way. We have been quietly recording since... when did we start? I want to say May?
Yes, that
we started recording.
Right? Yeah.
We are on
two-ish months.
Yeah. So we've got
have what, 10 episodes?
I'd say 10 sessions in the can. Yeah. At this point, the first chapter is wrapped.
I can't believe it's already one chapter.
I know.
Is it gonna? Do you think it's gonna be shorter than Campaign 1 or longer? Because I feel like that we've barely started. As a player, I feel like we've barely started in a good way. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I honestly don't know how long Campaign 2 is going to go on for. I suppose it depends where the story takes us. But I mean, if you think about it, like Chapter 1 of Campaign 1 was the first dungeon in Lost Mine of Phandelver, the Goblin Caves. After that we moved into chapter 2 at that point when you actually arrived in Phandalin for the first time. So yeah, I mean, 10 sessions, so that could be easily about 20 episodes, maybe, for chapter 1. Easily, I would say. Though they have not been edited yet, so we shall see on that exact figure. But the first few episodes do have their first kind of rough edits done. So at this point in time, we are gearing up to launch campaign 2 imminently. But before we get into the details of the launch of campaign 2, obviously for the insight check available to patrons and YouTube members, we kind of had a similar discussion to this with Callum as well a few weeks ago. But what as this is a rare public release insight check, as we talk about the state of everything, how do you think campaign 2 is going so far?
For the characters?
All of it.
All of it.
For you, the player, for the characters, for the show, I guess, as a whole.
Ooh. Well, I do feel, because this is homebrew, your world is homebrew, that I feel like I don't know what's going to happen. Like, you always don't know what's going to happen, but I really don't know what's going to happen because, like, the usual tropes or usual things that could happen in, say, a 5e module aren't there. So I feel like it feels like Strange New World-esque, more possibilities.
Okay.
Which is great. It's both exciting and scary, and I also feel like that as the character.
Okay.
Which, to be honest, suits the character to a T. But it very much feels like risks are higher. We've all gone for completely different characters. He has a darker vibe, for sure. But still, especially the first few episodes, there's some absolute comedy gold moments.
Yes.
And because it's season 2, a smoother start because we're used to playing with each other, we're used to this thing, so we what's the phrase? I might be accidentally muddling up like both Finnish and English phrases in my head, but like basically we're already running instead of crawling, walking, then running. We're already off we go. Whatever that phrase is, it's gonna hit me in about
running before you can walk.
But we're not, but in a good way. Because we don't need to walk anymore.
Right.
So I mean, running before you walk is like, oh, you're...
Yeah.
We have a head start. There we go.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
There we go.
Okay.
Being bilingual is sometimes hard. Yeah. Your brain's a blender and it blends them up. And then you're like, which one is this again? Anyway, yes. So we have a head start. Fast head start. Straight into the action. Straight into the feel of the story and the characters. I feel like season 1, the first episode, you are kind of feeling each other out. Get your minds out of the gutter. You're feeling each other out. You're feeling the world out. Everything. Now we're already like, here we are. I feel like a more immersive start.
Okay.
Both for us and hopefully the viewers.
Fingers crossed.
I think it's darker A, because of your world, B, because we're probably taking more risks for it being darker.
Yes.
Because we know our audience actually likes it when we do darker topics. Because I remember when I joined, I was so aware that I was sending you, a person I don't know, a very, very dark backstory.
Yeah.
And going, I have another idea if you want something more light-hearted. But obviously, I knew she would resonate with a lot of people, and she did, and I'm very, very proud of that. Having this really dark, tragic backstory, but it doesn't mean it has to be all slit your wrists bleak. You know. So I do think we are actually dealing with darker subjects. Well, it's still entertaining. Stakes feel higher. Yeah, I love it, and also I feel like the NPCs have a different flavor. You've switched it up.
Interesting.
Yeah, I do. I'm like, oh, okay, interesting. And I think it's because it's your world, and you know how you want that world to feel.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't wait to hear everyone's opinions on it, because I'm very sure if people like season 1, they'll like season 2.
Yeah, I feel like we've taken some of the stuff from season 1 that I think resonated with people.
Yeah.
And kind of turned the dials up on those particular things.
Yes, definitely.
And the things that I think made, for those that did discover us and stuck with us, the sorts of things that I think made Bardic Quest stand out.
Yes.
For those people. I think we've taken some of those ideas and just turned them up a little bit more, I think.
Because I was asked in that interview. I only had it like last week. They asked me like what is, what makes Bardic Quest different? Like what makes it so different? I was going to
ask you that same question in a minute, so I'm intrigued.
So, well, this was different because I was being interviewed by someone who doesn't know me, and doesn't know the show as well as we do. And the answer I came to was the emotional charge of the story. The dramatic emotional charge. Everything matters.
Yes.
If that makes sense. It's like these actions matter. What this person says matter. How I interact with this person in the party matters. What I say to that person matters. And also just the drama is look at, art imitating art imitating life. Yeah. So those big emotions. And I think I don't like the way it sounds, but the best way I can think of how to explain it right now is those big emotions, those things in life that make you feel how it makes you feel. Laughter, crying, rage, everything in between. Love, death, grief, longing, melancholy. Because I just had a flash in my head of some moments where Sergei's incredibly melancholic.
Yeah.
And that is not, if you were to describe Sergei, you do not think of melancholy. But there's definitely moments when you can actually see the sadness in him.
Yeah.
And he's, from my point of view, longing for something. And I don't think he ever got it in our campaign.
Yeah.
I'll need to ask James, but that was my interpretation. Is you're missing something.
Yeah.
Quite got there.
I think yeah, I mean if you just sum up Sergei from campaign 1, I think he is the epitome, I think, of a lost soul.
Oh yeah.
Just wondering
Yeah,
uh,
just
and
drifting.
yeah, just kind of
Yeah.
keeping himself, entertaining himself. He's a
Yes.
bard who entertains him. Not, a bard who entertains
But
himself
yeah,
more than
anyone else.
anyone else.
And that's a great way to put it. And how sad is it to be a bard who only really entertains himself? Because he wasn't that he wasn't the guy in the party that made everyone belly laugh. He wasn't.
No.
Oh, Sergei. I'm feeling feelings.
the tragedy of
Yeah.
Sergei the Whaler Petrovic.
Yeah. James is gonna message me going completely.
No, I don't think he will.
No,
actually, I think
he won't. But I just, yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
hadn't thought about that emotional angle.
Me neither. It just
until
came to me
until
now,
you
and I
said
went.
it, and it's like, wow. Yeah,
He
I
is.
think. But I mean, for the whole show, I hadn't really
Yeah.
thought about that emotional charge being
Mhm.
what does set Bardic Quest apart from. And that's not to say that all these other actual players don't get into deep emotions. Of course they
No,
do.
that's not what I mean. I just mean our flavor.
But yeah,
Okay.
I think it is the consistency.
Yes.
That kind of emotional charge never really
Throughout.
lets up.
No.
It
Even if
carries
it's funny.
through everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, it carries through everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad you've said that, Anina, because that.
Yeah,
that's the. I think that's. I like to think that's the magic we have in our show, and I think you can definitely feel that weight of that in campaign 2 for sure. As well already.
Yes, it's again because the world. I think it's very heavy in the world, or in that moment, in that time in the world you've created. It's very. It's there.
Yeah. Ooh. I'm excited already. No.
And just one last comment on Sergei, like how now that I'm thinking back to the show, like how it must have felt to Sergei watching, say, Saga and Johan get together, because he's just a spectator, really.
Yeah.
And he does take credit for them getting together, but is that... Are you sure?
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Are you sure? But yeah, that's... It is, because at the amount of times everyone in the party goes as well to him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor Sergei.
I know.
Poor Sergei. We love Sergei.
Let's give him a hug. Yeah, we love Sergei.
We love Sergei.
Yeah.
So all of that, folks, is some of the stuff that you've got to look forward to with campaign 2. Sergei aside, he's campaign 1, so if you haven't seen that,
yes, it is. Yeah.
But in terms of like the emotional charge, the kind of darker setting, and the risk taking and the concern for consequence, I think.
I like one thing I like about actual play is and I know when it's a good, well, not necessarily a good one. I really like it when you're kind of scared. And not in a, we're playing a horror one, in a, if I screw this up, like, am I gonna ruin it? You know what I mean? It's like, what are the consequences for if I screw this up? And that's really exciting as a player. For me, I find that really exciting. Probably because I have been a performer for so long. So you get very used to certain aspects of performing.
Yeah.
And I did improv for years. And certain types of improv, I was kind of like, it's fun, but it kind of... wasn't exciting anymore to the same degree.
Yeah.
Because I got over the sort of, oh god, what can I think of anything?
Yeah.
I became so practiced that something's gonna come out. It's gonna be fine.
Yeah.
That never goes away in any TTRPG.
Yeah. Well, I think it's
I think it's that,
because normally a lot of improv is quite siloed, right? So it's you do your 5-minute scene and that's it, and we never revisit it again. We never revisit those characters again, other than those characters that just naturally come out through. You kind of have those stock characters that we all kind of lean into.
What works.
Yeah,
you're
but
like, I'm gonna be this.
It's not the same character. It's just the same archetype.
Yeah. You know what archetype you play well,
right?
So you can go like, oh, if I want to play it for laughs, lean this way. If you want to play it for that, lean that way. Yeah.
Right. But I guess with an actual play, this is a long running story, 3-year campaign for season 1. Where your choice in that moment could have a huge ripple effect for later on.
I mean, there was a 3-episode arc from a throwaway comment I made that you just sunk your teeth into.
Yeah.
Which again is great and really good GMing, but there was a whole chapter
of the campaign which came from you going in through the wrong door and Glassstaff being fully aware that you were there and escaping before you could capture him, and then setting off this whole chain reaction which led to what I think was, for me personally, my favourite chapter of that campaign, which was everything was just action, consequence, action, consequence, action, consequence.
You mean the sort of
the return to Phandalin?
Yes, that one.
Jumping
out the window, invisible, jail. Yeah, that. Okay, that's your favorite. Okay, good to know.
Well, I think it's because it was the purest for me as a DM. It was the purest D&D experience that we had in that campaign, which was something had happened earlier. You'd got somebody's attention, and he was not going to relent until he had dealt with you, and everything all of the pieces moving at just the right time to create what was just this remarkable several episodes, which, for the record, did not go at all the way I expected them to either. But it was all.
What did you expect would happen?
So full. I don't think I've told you guys this.
No, you haven't.
I may have done, but I don't think I have.
You haven't.
I
don't think you have. That's why I'm like, tell me.
I actually prepared an entire session called "The Trial of Sergei Petrovic." That never happened.
So if he was, because you thought he'd be caught,
I absolutely
and then we'd be in court.
That there was no way in hell he would get away.
Yeah, because you thought you had us cornered.
I completely thought I had you cornered, and yet it never happened. The arrest never happened.
Wow.
And I had in my head, because I had the proverbial chess pieces on the board. I'm kind of following everything through, and I'm going, I don't see how they're getting out of this. Okay, well, if I can, metaphorically corner them, then if that happens, then this will happen, that will happen, that will happen, and therefore the trial will inevitably happen.
Yes, and that was the aim of obviously Iano. So you can play that truthfully.
100%.
So I think that's a really good point, is even when things didn't go to plan, you didn't change what the character was trying to do, the villain was trying to do.
Yeah.
And I think that's very good for people to hear. It's like, no, You're Yano's still gonna try and do the thing. It's just harder
Yeah,
now.
you just made it more difficult. Thanks,
Hmm.
guys. But no, it created some really, really great,
Oh yeah.
great episodes. Very,
Oh
very
yeah.
proud of that chapter.
I love the exchange between Johan and Yano, and Johan is again. This is going to be very spoiler heavy. This
Yes.
episode. FYI.
We're an
Um.
hour in, but spoiler warning.
Um. Yeah. Anyway, when Johan's in the jail cell, that exchange between them, I think is so good.
I really enjoyed the exchange before then, when Johan tried to square up to him.
Yes.
And he's just like, I'm going to charm person your ass.
I know, yeah, that was...
I
See,
loved that. Because you didn't know he was a spellcaster at that point, did you?
No! I can hear Isaac going, he's a spellcaster. No one said he was a spellcaster. So we all went, no. We thought he'd just be the equivalent of a police chief,
Right. Yeah.
That's what we thought.
Yeah. No, it was a lot of fun, and I think that particular chapter I enjoyed so much because I had been setting things up for months by that point. Because I think, and I definitely told you this before, that arc was supposed to be the first anniversary episode. That was when I planned. It was all meant to build towards the first anniversary episode and that arc to kick off then. But that didn't happen for another 6 months.
I know.
The first anniversary. So I had been.
It was a cracking first anniversary episode.
It was a great first anniversary episode. It was superb.
One of our best.
One of our best. I would still say that to this day.
Yeah.
Still one of our best. So I had all these pieces laid out for months that I was kind of, again, moving around the proverbial chessboard. And then I think that chapter worked and was so fun for me, and why I'm so proud of it is it was like I managed to pull not one, not two, but about 3 rugs from underneath you all in the space of about 2 or 3 sessions. So it was just revelation after revelation after revelation, which was because not only did you have Jarno Albrecht, who happened to be, spoiler alert, by the way, everyone, but who also happened to be Glassstaff, who also happened to be the guy that Sergei was running from.
Yes.
You had all of that, plus you had the doppelganger, being in the bar, and all of that fun, and a few other things too. That was I got a real kick out of that as a DM.
Yeah,
I think that translated.
Being the doppelganger, I'm sure, is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And especially when we were so many episodes, we were like, "Is this the doppelganger?" And so you're doing this thing where you're like, "We need to try and figure out. We need to be pretty sure
Right.
it is the double." Right. We need to be at least at 80.
Right.
Saga would have probably settled for 70. But we should probably wait until 80, 85, 90 until we actually do something. So, and it is, I was, actually very recently had one of the episodes on in the background, and it is when we are in the mine, and we figure out it's the doppelganger because Thoric speaks Dwarvish to it, and it doesn't, and that's when I'm like, yes. Now we may let it all out.
Let's do this.
Let the violence out. It's allowed now. It's not him. It's good.
Yeah, man. So many good memories. I need to go back and listen to season 1 again, because I've not listened to some of it for a very long time. And I think now that it is, 4 years on since the first episode, I think it will hit a little different.
I have been listening to it a lot, probably because I'm like, I do miss Saga. I miss her. I have friends who miss her, and people who haven't watched
Anina,
the
what
full
are
show.
you doing here? Where's Saga?
Yeah, I know. They're like, because a lot of people were like, got to the point where before we'd record, I'd send people pictures of makeup. They were like, oh, they were obsessed with the war paint I had on. So now they're like, when I told people, not huge D&D people, but they like the character concept, or they like the look, they like my stories about it. They were like, oh, so I'm not gonna get any updates about Saga. I want to know what happened to it. And I'm like, well, how do you think I feel?
Right.
That was sweet.
Yeah.
We need to do an epilogue at some point. We do an epilogue episode.
Well, yeah.
They need to go to a masquerade ball or something.
I mean, never say never. There's nothing on the cards at the moment, but never say never.
Hound him in the comments. we as the players want an epilogue, and if you hound him, he'll have to do it. So please do it.
As I say never.
Bit of an extra ASMR for people as well.
So, shall we get into announcement mode?
Yeah.
So, of course, as I mentioned at the top of the show, it is the week of our anniversary, our 4th anniversary.
It's a toddler.
It's getting ready. It's going to school this year.
Yeah.
And yes, so
it's a grown up in dog years. Yeah.
I mean, I don't really know the calculation on the dog years thing. I'm not a dog owner.
I'm sure it's
But yes, you're probably
right. It was 10 years joke. Move on.
Okay. So yes. So as it is our anniversary week, we wanted to kind of make a big of a fuss as possible, including with this State of the Quest Insight Quest special, Insight Quest Insight Check special, and we have a few things to share with you this week, and also a few things to share with you right now. But the elephant in the room is, of course, Campaign 2, because we've been talking about it for over a year now. Campaign 2.
You've been talking about it for over a year.
Well, I think we officially announced it, didn't we? At Anniversary 3 that Campaign 2 was coming.
Yes.
So I am delighted to share with you that episode 1 of Campaign 2 will be coming out on Thursday, 25th of September, which is, if this goes out when I plan it to, in 4 days' time. And if you are a patron or YouTube member, for you, it'll be coming out on Wednesday, 24th of September. 3 days' time. Which I'm very, very excited. It is a extra long episode to celebrate the launch. It is the first session in its entirety, which is a fun session. If you haven't yet watched our Session Zeros and character development videos, which we published a few months ago, do go back and check those out, because it will give you a little bit of context to the characters coming in, but you can equally enjoy the show without watching them if you'd rather go in blind. But yes, so Thursday, 25th of September, episode 1 premieres to the public. If you are a patron or YouTube member, it's coming out this Wednesday, 24th of September, for early access. And as an extra treat for patrons and YouTube members, on Thursday the 25th, episode 2 will be out in early access as well. So you only have to wait 24 hours for episode 2 to come out as
That's
well,
good.
whilst
That's
everybody
good.
enjoys
A treat.
episode 1 premiere.
Yeah.
So a double whammy for patrons and YouTube members that week. I want to talk about Patreon, though, and YouTube memberships for a brief moment, because we're going to shake things up a little. Last year, we announced the Patreon and YouTube membership, which has gone very, very, very well indeed. So thank you, everyone, for your immense support. And we announced a few things, which we might come to those in a moment. But when we launched Bardic Quest Plus, which is our patron and YouTube membership program, part of that was early access to our weekly show, as well as access to our kind of behind-the-scenes interviews, etc., which has since become Insight Check as its own show. So access to Insight Check and early access to the main show, as well as ultra early access to our various mini-series, of which we have so far done one mini-series, Defiance in Flan, which is slowly being released out to the public as we speak.
Yeah.
But now it's time to kind of change things up a little. Because for some people, they just want early access to the main show. They don't need Insight Check. They don't want any access to any additional stuff. Some people just want to give us a little bit of support, get the next episode early. So we're introducing a new tier to our Patreon and YouTube membership program. So we're separating it out. So there's Bardic Quest Plus Copper tier and Bardic Quest Plus Silver tier. So the Copper tier is going to be just your early access, and we're going to give you access to the Discord server as well, so you can log on, chat with us and your fellow fans there too. That is going to be released at simply £2, I want to say, a month. That's what I'm sending out now. I've said it. £2 a month, which is going to give you the early access to the weekly show and access to our Discord channel. For Bardic Quest Plus Silver, that is basically the tier that everybody that is already signed up is currently on.
Yes.
So access to Insight Check, access to the mini-series that we do, as well as early access to the main show and the Discord server. And of course, in amongst that, for both tiers will be these occasional kind of text post polls and things like that as well. So yes, so branching out on the Bardic Quest Plus, just to give people other ways to support us that may not necessarily want to fully give £5 a month to us, for those that just want a little bit of extra something for a little bit of support. So that is launching today. So if you want to give us a little bit of support and get early access to things. By the way, that also includes, if you sign up to the Copper tier today, that will also include your early access to Episode 1 of Campaign 2, and by association, Episode 2 of Campaign 2 the following day. So that will be available to you there. So lots going on. Lots going on already. But we are not done. We are not done there at all. Because tomorrow, Tuesday, 23rd of September, I'm going to give you a little treat, everyone, to whet your appetites for Campaign 2. Because our music director, Mr. Isaac Finch, has put together a brand new theme for Campaign 2. Which has given me goosebumps on multiple occasions. and I will be sharing our opening credit sequence for Campaign 2 with that new track on our YouTube channel tomorrow, Tuesday, 23rd of September. That'll be public for everyone to see, and you can bask in the glory that is this new opening theme, which is superb. I was hoping I was going to be able to get Isaac on here to talk about it in detail. Maybe we'll have to save that for another time, where he can break down what he's done, perhaps.
Well,
but
I'm going to... It's on my producer to-do list, is to get his forthcoming dates. So hopefully we can get that sorted.
That would be good. Did you have any takes on the new theme that you wanted to share?
I remember because I did sneakily play for my husband. So, but he is the war spouse.
Yeah, I mean,
so
he is the war spouse. Yes,
he's the war spouse, which is still a t-shirt we need to make.
That is a t-shirt we need to make.
He's the war spouse, so he is one of the biggest, if silent fans. He's commented on one episode. That he is silent, but he is a pillar.
A pillar of the
community.
He
is, because he keeps me sane.
And we need that.
So, without him, I would not be here. I played it to him, and I definitely get a 90s vibe in the best way. I'm getting 90s. I'm getting 90s action fantasy vibe from it in the best way. You know,
Yes.
I am a 90s goth. This is what I am to my core. It speaks to me because it's got... The 90s had a bit of a dark edge to it. If you look at what came out, you had your Batman animated series, you had, the whole goth thing was really popular.
Tim Burton,
exactly. So it definitely has that slant, and that makes me very happy. But yeah, those are my thoughts. I'm not a musical person, so I'm probably the worst person to describe it, but that's the feel I got.
It's a very different tone of
different
theme, which was deliberate. I will.
What was your brief to him? What were the adjectives?
I can't remember the exact wording that I'm just going to see if I can find it.
Paraphrase.
But I also don't know how much I want to share, because I don't know if that might give too much away to not only the audience but yourself as well, possibly. Though I can't have said too much, because
you've said
I know that
barely anything.
As I am wont to do, I like my secrets.
It's infuriating. We are the cast and crew. We should know. For the audience, sure.
Do you know? I don't know if I can share this.
Any hints? Anything very vague? What?
Okay.
What did you want people to?
This I think
feel?
I can say, and I think this is probably the fulcrum to the whole thing.
Yes.
Which I think I can say, which doesn't reveal too much. But I did say I think an undertone of hidden threat might work well.
Yes. Yeah, it does have that, yeah.
And I think he has captured that beautifully in the track. So I'm looking forward to sharing that with you. So keep an eye out.
It is wonderful. Once again, Isaac, it's wonderful.
Yes, he's done a superb job yet again. So well done, Isaac. And again, I'm hoping that we can get him on to talk in detail about his creative process.
It might not be our usual recording day, but I'll I'll make it work. It's
Yeah,
my
I
job.
think we should get that at some point for sure.
I think I described myself as the human wrangler of this operation.
We thank you for your service, Anina.
Yeah.
So keep your eyes peeled. Again, that's Tuesday, 23rd of September. We're going to release the opening credits video, complete with Isaac's new track for campaign 2. Then also, next Friday, or rather this Friday, Friday 26th of September, there is a plan for the usual insight check, of course. I'm going to see if I can work out how to do it live on both Patreon and the YouTube membership program, because Patreon have recently launched their new live streaming feature.
Oh yes, you did.
So hopefully by the time this particular video airs, I will have figured out how to do that and probably done a test run of some kind between now and then. But yeah, my hope is that I can do an insight check live, so that if anybody wants to ping some questions into the chat, I can answer those live. But yeah, so that'll be Friday 26th of September. That is the plan. But if you are a patron or YouTube member, you will see that is scheduled and whatnot. So I'll keep you posted on that. So keep an eye out on your inbox. And then we have on Monday 29th of September, which is our actual proper anniversary, we are going to release Session 0 for The Whaler, our long-awaited spin-off campaign adventure,
Yes.
which is being DM'd not by moi, but by the Whaler himself, James Bryan, who will be taking us on a seafaring adventure. Which this was something we announced last year that we were intending to do, and various scheduling things kind of pushed back the production date. But Session 0 has been recorded.
It has. Last
characters
week.
have been created. Yes.
Well, last week of us recording this.
Yes, last week of us.
Not last week of publishing.
And indeed, in a week's time for us now, not through time travel, but in a week's time from us now, we're scheduled to actually record the first session.
Yeah. I can't wait for the audience to see just how hysterical, not as in, ha, well, you were also doing that, but not as in making other people laugh, how hysterical you were to not be DMing for once. You were bouncing off the walls.
I was, and I wasn't quite anticipating it. I'll be honest.
So yes, he was like a rabid animal that's been released from a cage. That was the vibe I got.
Yeah. I'm as it's getting
in a good way.
Yeah, but as it is getting closer to Session 1, I am beginning to fear for James's sanity. Just a little bit, because...
And I said that, and you were like, no, I'll be fine. And
I'm like... It's on record for all patrons and YouTube members to see. I was like, guys, I don't think it's going to be a problem. I think I'm going to be really chill. But it's... I think what I hadn't accounted for was normally when I'm a player...
Yeah.
I'm a player at a gaming table, not as a form of theatre. And
you put on your jester hat and got your jazz hands out, and
bit of razzmatazz coming out.
You did, yeah.
And
sparkly vest and everything.
the imp, the inner imp is trying to
Yes.
burst out of my chest.
Trying. It was already there.
That was me trying to contain the imp.
Yeah, exactly. It was.
So
You were like Gremlins after it got wet once, so it's still cute, but it's like this. And someone's holding you over like a bath filled with water. You know the first iteration where they're still cute, but they've got like a manic eyes. That was you.
Yeah,
that was you. Like phase 1 of becoming.
Yeah, for session 0.
Yeah. Yes.
You wait till you get me at the actual table.
Oh, God.
No, I mean, I think in all honesty, it will depend on entirely on how my day has gone. Right? Recording.
That is not a good thing.
It's not a good thing. No. In all fairness, no. I can control. I can control myself. But
Ish.
it's I think it will all depend on how wacky the rest of
the
everything
vibe,
goes.
yeah.
I think
How wacky?
I will
Wacky the vibe.
If I am given permission,
Yeah.
then I may well go for it. But if there's a little bit of holding back on the
I'm making
crazy.
Notes for future.
No, I think it'll be fine. I think the character concept that I've got is going to prevent me from being too outrageous.
Yeah. But I could definitely see the because you were released from a lot of the responsibility you're used to.
Yeah, it was
especially with Bardic Quest. So you're so used to being like, okay, it's the tech there, and now I'm doing this, and the intro, and this, and that, and then you didn't have that. You suddenly had a lot of brain power that didn't know what to do with itself.
I think that might be what it was, I think normally, because I'm DMing, I'm normally like so used to, as you say, like having to do all of these various things all at the same time and multitasking.
Yeah.
Whereas, like, with character creation for session 0, it was like, what race do I want to play?
Yeah.
And then I'd sit and think on that for about 20 minutes. And be like, I have decided. And yeah, I think you're right. I think it was the not knowing what to do. My brain just going, you should be doing more. Do more. Do more. There we go. So hopefully, though, because I'll be trying to keep up with everything. Because also, and this is what I said on the other insight check when you first said, "I'm worried about you, Wayne." This was my counter argument, which I still stand by. As a DM, I'm so used to knowing everything.
Yes,
and knowing therefore what I'm going to do when inevitably X happens. That normally I'm quite calm as a character, as a player character, party member, because I'm going, well, it might look calm and perhaps unengaged, but actually I'm there going, well, what am I supposed to do? I'm missing some. I don't have all of the information. I'll wait until somebody finds the bit of information I need.
What's the right quote? Et tu, Brute? How's life on the other side of the table?
I mean, yeah. But I'm just not used to having to ask the questions. I'm normally the one who has to answer said questions.
I think it will work for your character, because you'll be like, and why don't I have this information readily available? Where's my file of all the information?
I think so.
You expect me to roll for this? Aren't you just going to give me...
Yeah, I think so.
Give me the code? Yeah.
I think so.
Let go of control, Wayne.
It's hard for me. No, it's fine.
I am emphasizing for comedic effect.
Of course.
But there's a hint.
It's a kernel of truth. But no. I think the party for the whaler is eclectic. I think is the word I would use.
Yes, that's a polite way to put it.
Well, let's put it this way. let's put it this way. Imagine, and this is not to say that this is what the party is, because I don't fully know, because James has kept us in the dark, and I don't like it.
I refer back to what I said 30 seconds ago.
No, that was also for comedic effect. But
Yeah.
so I don't know if this is the concept, but
Yeah.
I think this will give you the right sort of idea, because obviously the whaler is referring to
Mhm.
Sergei the Whaler Petrovic, who we was talking
Yes,
about
exactly.
earlier. Party member, our smelly halfling bard from
Mhm.
campaign 1. This is kind of like a prequel story related to the whaler. So imagine, if you will, for a moment. And again, I don't know if this is James's concept. So
This is our perspective.
yeah. But imagine if
or
you
your
will.
perspective.
Imagine if you will, if Sergei was to put together his team from his friends pre Bardic Quest. Imagine what that might look like. And I think you're probably not too far off.
See, I imagined something completely different, but yeah,
Oh.
I also see where you're coming from.
Okay,
But
okay.
in my head, it was completely different.
Okay.
But yes, yeah.
What in what way?
I actually imagined really what it was for. This is what my brain thought it would have been like for Sergei on things he hinted at in season 1 on these pirate ships. I imagined it was hardened, mean,
right?
Really tough ship to be
Well, I
on.
think that's where he ended up.
And he was, yeah.
I think that's where he ended up. But I think to get the concept of the party that we have,
yeah.
I think more.
Yes.
I think what Sergei experienced was he was part of the crew that was put together.
Yes.
What I'm saying for this party is, imagine if Sergei put together his own crew.
Yes, I see.
That's
what
we're. That's what.
Yes,
what our
that I
is.
agree with you. Yeah, I was just Yes.
But I have no idea. I
Agreed.
mean, maybe James is gonna fully like pull the rug from underneath us, and this is gonna be like some dark cosmic horror shit.
To be honest, James, out of everyone, he could go in any direction. Actually, for James to do sort of a wacky thing would be predictable, but he is truly unpredictable. He's the most unpredictable, I think, out of all of us.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, I'd agree.
So it can go in any direction. Like, he's definitely the person I've always been like, what now? What? You're doing what? It's that, and it's a good quality. It's a really good quality, and it's really good for the show, especially when it's not overdone.
Yes.
So yeah, it could go in any. We could. It could be a romp, or it could be really bleak. We don't know.
Yeah, and I really don't know which direction he's going to go in.
Yeah, it could be a bleak romp.
That's an interesting subgenre.
Yeah, but who could pull that off if not James?
If not James, I 100% agree.
Yeah. Whereas if I pulled it off, it would be like an Ingrid Bergman film. If I even attempted that, it'd be like I'm laughing at my own joke and everyone else is like traumatized. And I'm like, but that was funny. You don't understand how that was funny. Yeah.
I am anticipating some swashbuckling fun though.
Yes. Yeah. I'm sure that will be there.
But we shall see. I know that James is a fan of the pirate genre.
Yes.
So
am I, actually. So am I.
Yeah, I mean it's never really majorly captured my attention, despite the fact I had a...
This doesn't surprise me in any way, shape, or form.
Really?
No, it doesn't surprise me.
I was always a big fan of like Hook as a kid. I loved Hook.
Yeah, but that's not.
It's not really
But
piratey,
again, that's a
though,
good.
is it?
Yeah, it's a film with pirates in it. But
Right.
yeah, I could tell it's not your genre of choice.
Yeah, I mean, I do like the Pirates films, the Pirates of the Caribbean films. I do enjoy those.
Mm.
Because they've kind of got that kind of
Tongue in
seafaring
cheek.
horror and tongue in cheek
Mm-hmm.
mischief tone to them
Yeah. Yes.
that I do enjoy. But kind of outside of that, really, like the pirate genre has not really been at the forefront of my my consumption of various mediums. So it'll be interesting. And I think that is kind of reflected in the character that I've chosen.
Yes.
In fairness.
Yes. Yes, it is.
But I will save that for Monday the 29th of September when we share that. So keep an eye out on that. The release schedule for The Whaler is probably going to be... it's not going to be weekly. It'll be less frequent. It's hard to say at the moment because I don't know what the episode is going to look like yet.
Yes.
But yeah, I would expect an episode once a month. But I may surprise you with more frequent release than that. But I don't think it'll be any slower. Slower release schedule than that. But so just to recap on our week of releases this week before we get into one final announcement. So today, obviously, we've had this, and also Bardic Quest Plus Copper and Silver tiers launching today. Tomorrow, 23rd of September, Tuesday, we will be releasing the opening credits sequence on our YouTube channel. Wednesday, 24th of September, early access for all members of Bardic Quest Plus for episode 1 of campaign 2. And then Thursday, the 25th of September, public release of episode 1, the premiere for campaign 2, as well as early access for Bardic Quest Plus members and patrons for episode 2. That being released to you on Thursday at around the same time. Then on Friday, 26th of September, we're expecting a hopefully live edition of Insight Check where I can answer any questions that have come in live, followed by then the weekend for everybody to catch up on all that glorious content. And then Monday, 29th of September, our actual proper anniversary will be Session 0 for The Whaler, being DM'd by James Bryan, Sergei the Whaler Petrovic himself. But
I can't wait to experience his DMing.
I know, I'm looking forward to it. I am very much looking forward to it. But talking of DMing styles, we do have one further announcement to make, which we have kept semi-quiet, but it has been those who are on Bardic Quest Plus will probably know this already. But officially announcing today that Anina, you're going to sit in the DM seat.
I am. I shall be. I'm taking my turn to lead these boys on a short adventure as well. And we are taking a step sideways, away from D&D. And we shall be playing a different system.
Yeah.
For a 1-2 shot. Depends what the boys do.
Yes.
Shall I give the name?
Please go. Just over to you, really, Anina. At this point, unleash as much as you wish to.
So we will be playing a playtest of a new system, new module called. It is by one of my friends, one of my Finnish friends, though you might not be able to hear it from his name since he is his name is Christopher Smith, but he's my countryman. He has written a module and it is called Spore. So we shall be playing Spore. And don't want to say too much, but genre-wise, we're coming up to Halloween. It is horror. survival horror. So tune in while I hopefully scare the living daylights out of these boys.
Which I'm sure
Yeah.
you're looking forward to no end.
I am. I'm also a bit nervous. It will be one of my first times being DM. I have been asked many a times to do it, and I've always been like, no. And now I feel brave enough to do it, and I wanted to also bring something new to Bardic Quest and try other systems. I know we talked about that on a Inside Quest. There's other systems that are equally as fun. Different mechanics bring different aspects, different flavors to the game. But yes, the stakes are very high in this one. It is horror, and we shall see if they survive. It's Halloween, so might all survive. What else happens? We shall see how you roll, what you do. I'm excited. Do you have any questions? And I may or may not answer them.
Keeping me in the dark, and getting your own.
But yes, I am. I think Chris has made something really exciting.
The good thing for you, Anina, with this being your first time DMing, the good thing is this is a new system that none of us know.
No.
So if you get it wrong at any point, you could just make it up on the spot, and we would have absolutely no idea.
Don't show everyone behind the magician's curtain.
Oh, sorry. Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain. But no, I mean, for more to reassure you, I suppose.
Well, Chris will know if I.
Oh yeah, so Chris will.
He'll watch. He'll watch it and be like, "Anina, what did you do?"
Like,
I'm hoping.
Are you going to actually play my game, or are you just
now that you're? Because I've on one of my other Finnish friends, Petri. He's a Finnish game designer, TTRPG designer. On his actual play, we've played his system, and I've played with. So Petri was the GM, and Chris was one of the other players, and we did play it in English, because Petri's written both English and Finnish.
Nice.
TTRPGs and games. So that's where I know Chris from, and Chris used to work for Roll20. Yeah, he used to work for Roll20. So this is the first module he's written.
Right.
And I know Petri helped him with the layout and general design because he's moving into game design. But having read his thing, I'm like, this is very good. This is very good, Chris. It has some really cool mechanics in it, and maybe depending if people like it, we could perhaps, not promising anything, but we could perhaps have Chris come on and we could even discuss like the special mechanics that this particular system has, stuff like that. And yes, it is hopefully I think very likely going to be a published one as well. So and cool. He has allowed us to link to the playtest, so if people like what they see, you can just click in the old description and you'll be able to play it yourself.
That'd be very cool. It'd be nice to give him a bit of a helping hand on getting playtesters.
Yes. Exactly. Yes. So people can enjoy the fun.
Is there so I have a couple of questions.
Go on.
One what in like a couple of sentences, I guess. What's the crux of the system?
Sorry.
That's right.
The crux of the system.
Yeah, so like what's a general feel of the system like? D20 system,
D20.
D20 system.
D20,
okay.
yeah.
Cool. All right.
D20. I guess it has something akin to challenge rating. So when I got asked you guys to roll, it has something akin to
like difficulty cap.
challenge rating.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah. You
Okay.
do have stats. It's I'd say slightly simpler than D&D. So you have
Sure.
your
But D and D
stats.
adjacent, I guess, in the way that it works.
I'd say similar. I wouldn't
Mm-hmm.
say exact
Sure. Yeah.
copy.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, there's
Yeah.
some extra. So D20 is your main thing you
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
There are then when things get a bit spicy in not the in the more sort of way than the fun way, uh, then you roll other dice, and
Okay.
that kind of lets you know how how spicy
Just how
things
bad
get.
it's going.
Yeah, yeah. Just how badly, how much you
Uh-huh.
should panic.
Okay.
Mm.
I'm a big fan of survival horror
Yes,
TTRPGs.
it is a survival horror
Um,
slant.
I have my longest running D&D campaign is Out of the Abyss, which is survival horror. And I've been tweaking recently for my public games that I run.
Yeah.
Been coming up with some homebrew rules and systems to put into D&D 5e to kind of up the ante on survival horror. So I will be playing this with great interest indeed.
Yes.
Um.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember which one was the very, very first TTRPG I played, and it might have been Call of Cthulhu. So I went in straight in the deep end before even starting on like high fantasy.
A bit Call of Cthulhu-esque?
No.
Oh, okay.
I would say no. This is more. So what I will tease, it's 2035.
Oh,
So
future.
yeah, so we're going dystopian survival horror.
Oh.
Less because obviously Cthulhu is like cosmic.
So are we going into kind of I'm just connecting some proverbial dots here. Are we going into Last of Us sort of territory? Or do you not want
You could say that. Yeah.
Okay.
Similar, yeah. So it's very, if things went very badly, this is what it could look like.
Okay.
With added horror elements.
Okay.
It wasn't what I originally was planning to bring. I was actually probably going to go more classics / maybe cosmic horror, and then Chris went, "How about this?" Actually, Bethry sent me it, and I read it, and I went, "Yeah." So that was my reaction. I was like, "Yes." Yes.
Okay.
And also, I've done a lot of scare acting in my time.
Sure.
Maybe I can really freak you guys out. That's my aim.
I'm sure you could. I don't doubt it. Okay, so we're the plan being just to show a little behind the proverbial curtain, just to give people a sense of times and schedules. The current plan is, once we've wrapped on the whaler, to then put Spore in front of cameras as well, with a hope that your DMing debut will be ready for release on Bardic Quest Plus for silver tier subscribers for Halloween.
Yeah, that makes it very happy.
Yes. Whether or not there will be a public release, I do not yet know. I think much of it we'll probably need to chat to Chris about it. Really?
No, he's happy for it to be a public release, and let's obviously give it to our Patreons first. But he is totally happy for it to be
Great.
public release. So yes, there will be. He wants it. He's like, here, have the playtest. Here, go.
Excellent.
He has said yes, please.
All right.
And
in which case, then let's do that to support Chris as best we can.
Yes.
When that will be, the time frame for that, I do not know. That is yet to be decided.
But
for public release. But
both I and Chris would like it to be eventually public release.
All right.
So,
so
yes.
It will be.
Don't leave me in the dark.
No. If I just didn't want to say it here if we hadn't agreed that with Chris. So,
we have.
If Chris has greenlit it, then indeed it will be released to the public at some point.
It's a playtest, but it's damn polished. I'll say that.
Good.
See what I mean?
Good.
Like
All right.
it's.
Yeah. Okay.
It's
well,
very
in which case,
polished.
we
has like it has art and everything already.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah. So like
that's
it's like
not an easy thing to
to
pull off. All right.
Mm-hmm. It has very cool. Like he's got his concept artist. He's got this. He's got that. The only thing is, you can tell there's going to be more.
Ooh, boy.
Which is cool. So I read it and I went, "There's going to be more," and he's like, "Oh yeah," and I was like, "So yes, we're talking a very polished."
Nice.
Playtest. And people are, and TTRGB people are playtesting it.
Great.
I think it's very much more mechanical. Does it need some mechanical tweaking? But Chris is a great writer, so writing-wise, concept-wise, it's ready to go now. It's the bit that baffles me, the numbers, the mechanics.
Sure.
Are what are being playtested more than anything else. Because he was telling me like what he's planning for the future.
Okay. Great. Okay, so
yeah, we're not talking a draft and a napkin.
No. I mean, it didn't sound like it was that. It sounded like it was much further down the line than that anyway. But yeah, that's exciting. Okay, so so we'll put that out to Bardic Quest plus silver tier members for Halloween, and then at some point in the hopefully not too distant future, we'll put that out for public release as well. But if you want to catch that and catch Anina scaring the life out of the rest of us, then do sign up.
Because I'm definitely heavily leaning into that, because this might be my one chance.
Oh yikes! Oh dear. Okay. I mean, if you want to DM for us again, Anina, that's fine.
I will. I will. But like, yeah, I felt like I need to bring something different to the table.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, I mean,
awesome. Well, I am very much looking forward to you scaring the life out of me, Anina. Did you have anything else you wished to share about Spore before we wrap up?
Give me one moment. I'm gonna have a quick peruse, because I don't want to do the whole thing, but maybe I can give maybe a line or two. Let me find my folder that Chris sent me. Yes.
Okay. So whilst Anina's looking at that, I think it's I hope it is clear to all of you that have been following us for some time that despite the fact that a weekly actual play episode hasn't been coming out since I want to say about March time, we have not been sitting on our laurels. We have been plotting and planning behind the scenes and getting ready for this week essentially to really step things up, move things into the next gear. I'm also hoping as well to, now that I am settled into my new abode, to get back on it with some of our roleplay tips videos, which I know have been very, very, very popular.
And I'm drafting one of those as well.
Something too, yes.
I am plotting one of those after I bird spore. That was some words I chose to say. Moving on.
It was
It was a choice.
But so there'll be more of those videos coming. I am plotting away at getting those on the proverbial runway. So hopefully before too long, there will be more content from us than you can shake a stick at.
Nice.
Which is what we're working towards here.
I'll share this.
Okay.
This is what I'll share. Okay, so I'll share some straight from Le Plater. So I'm going to share some titles to these sort of short paragraphs, just to tease, because I don't want to. I'm going to read out a little bit of a intro.
Okay.
And then I am going to tease with the, let's say, classes. What kind of... So your character archetypes.
Okay.
So the names of your character archetypes, which will give you a hint of what kind of characters you can play. Okay. And what I do like, because I had an entire hour and a half call with Chris where I was like, can they do this? Is this possible? Is that possible? And one thing I really like about this system is if you wanted to, every single person could play the same class and it would still be balanced.
Super.
That excites me.
That's very cool.
So, which to me, I'm also not a numbers mechanics person. I've not learned that yet. That excites me because that feels like that in other systems. I think in D&D that can be a real struggle. Like you kind of need a mass group. But in this one, if everyone wants to be the same, that's fine.
Okay.
So this is gonna sound like beat poetry, but I'm just gonna read. This is like the trailer with things flashing onto the screen.
Okay.
Imagine that. So there's the collapse, humanity's afterglow, and hostile factions. That's what I'm leading with, because anything else would be too much spoilery, you can guess. But our currently 5 classes. I think there will be more in the future, but the 5 we start with that you can choose from. And I also have a document I'm going to send everyone.
Okay. By everyone, you mean the cast, right?
Yes, the cast. Everyone, all the players, I'm going to send them a document. And then from that, you will choose, okay, I'm thinking this. And then you get a little bit of an idea where you're starting from. Right.
Okay.
So, our pre-gens, this is what they're called in the game. Pre-gens are the kid, the prepper, the ranger, renegade, or the specialist.
Okay. Which
one would you? Because I know which one I would immediately read first.
Read them all out again for me. I think I caught 3. 3 have stuck with me, but I just want to make sure. Okay.
We have kid.
Kid, as in K-I-D.
Yeah, K-I-D.
Okay.
Kid. Obviously, not. Don't think literally.
Okay.
Kid. No, this doesn't have to be a child, but
okay.
As the character, kid.
Sure.
Prepper.
Yeah.
Ranger. Renegade. And the specialist.
Renegade sounds very fun.
Yeah, I instantly went. I want to play.
But I don't know if that's because he's got the coolest name.
There's a blurb. There's a blurb of each pre-gen.
I think though, if cool names aside, I think I'd probably lean, because I'm not sure if Renegade is just because I love the name. I'd probably lean towards specialist actually.
I can see that. I can see that.
But specialist in what? Who knows? Yeah. It sounds cool. I'm excited.
This, again, in this playtest, they give you, this is the kind of specialist, but it also says, like, a specialist can be a specialist in many a thing. But just for this playtest,
sure,
it is
quite confined.
We're playing a module from a bigger book. Think of it that way.
Yeah.
So we're playing a module from a bigger book. So for this one, they're saying this is the kind of specialist that you can have a go with, but you can be a specialist in anything.
Okay. I'm looking forward to this, Anina. No, I don't want to know anymore. Actually, if I'm honest. I think I know enough to whet my appetite.
Good.
But yeah, I am curious indeed as to what you're going to throw at us.
So yes, he's given me a scenario, given me these. So we will have a session 0, but just a short one because we are playing. I'm giving you like which of these would you like, and now have a think of what kind of personality you want to go for.
Sure.
And then we play.
And then you unleash unholy hell upon us.
Not necessarily.
I mean, it's horror. I hope so.
Yeah. Well, yes. It's just. Yeah.
You get to torment us, Anina.
Yes.
Vengeance for all the times that James has commented about your bad dice rolls.
I want someone to make a video where there's a counter on session 0 of the Whaler of how many times he mentions it, like in Cinema Sins, going ding, ding, ding.
I think he must.
And I did say like. Isaac said it. He was like, "She's gonna torture you." I'm like, "Yes, I will." After, I'm sure we hit double figures.
I mean, it's definitely above 5.
Yeah,
definitely.
I think
but I think we might have hit double figures too.
Yeah, he can be a cheeky sod.
Poor James.
James.
That's all I say. Poor James. He's brought it upon himself.
Yeah, he has brought it upon himself.
Okay. Well,
there we go. That is our unofficial trailer for Spore.
Yes. Very, very excited. We've got a lot coming up, as I said. We have a lot coming up. Hopefully there'll be more content than you can shake a stick at. And perhaps even you might be sick of my face by that time. Because, yes, with the roleplay videos as well, it's a lot of me. But happy to give up the DM seat to James and Anina.
Yes.
Over the coming months, and see what you unleash to the world then. So
I always thought, I won't enjoy it, but
no, I can see you're enjoying it already, Anina.
Yeah, I think because you all already looks good. I think I'm enjoying that. I haven't even started.
Well, we know your taste for the brutal, Anina. So,
hey, if you provoke me,
sure.
Which all of you have,
right?
And will.
Do I get a free pass though because I was your DM?
No,
because I feel like it's my job to provoke as a DM.
Well, no, I think no.
No, okay.
No, you don't.
It was worth
you
it.
Don't get a pass. You do not get a pass after everything you've done to Saga.
Fair. That's fair. That is fair. But yes, so
I won't be unfair. I will not be unfair.
Of course,
I'm not fudging any dice rolls. But again, this is a
narrative
horror
torment. Narrative torment.
Yeah, narrative torment. This is a horror TTRPG. Like this is. It's I don't know if we have someone who's never played the horror side of TTRPGs, it's actually can be very difficult to survive. Just that. Okay. So I'm not going to save people.
Sure.
If they
that's
get in really big trouble.
That's kind of how I DM. Like, I'll fix my mistakes. Your mistakes are your mistakes.
Yes,
good luck to you.
Exactly.
So yeah,
and I think that's very much heightened in this old genre.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's meant to be a short one. It's a short.
Okay.
It's this is not meant as a long form campaign.
Yeah.
Obviously, could be
Just a little
but
little mini
there's
spin-off.
Yes, this is a spin-off bit of Halloween fun.
Yes.
And yeah, who knows? Maybe I'll return for something longer. We'll see.
Yeah, it'll be fun. Looking forward to it. Very much looking forward to it. So lots going on for us here at Bardic Quest, particularly this week coming up, and beyond as well. So thank you very much for joining us for our anniversary, 4th anniversary celebrations this week, as we gear up finally to release Campaign 2 to you all this coming week, which I'm very, very excited.
I'm very excited.
See how you react to it.
Very much enjoying character number 2 already.
Yes,
very much so.
Yeah, it's a fun little party, just to be sure. But yes, thank you as always. If you don't forget, if you haven't yet signed up to Bardic Quest Plus, either on Patreon or as YouTube membership, do make sure to do that. You'll get early access to a lot of these things that we've been talking about today, as well as access to more regular episodes of Insight Check, such as this one. So do give us your support. There's now 2 tiers, Silver being everything we do Patreon-wise, and Copper being access to our early access to our main show, and of course Discord channel too. But otherwise, that is all from us as we prepare for a very, very, very big week here at the Bardic Quest Stronghold. So thank you very much for tuning in, and enjoy Campaign 2, because it's a-coming. Catch you later.
We'll see you then.